Good evening, tasty liquor lovers. Welcome to SwillinGrog's Beer Review, Season 2, Episode 21. And tonight we have Foster's Lager, 4.9% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by the Foster's Group in Australia. Now, it really does need no introduction, as it's a very well-known beer internationally. I think even on the label here it says Australia's famous beer. Yeah, but I'm aware that, over in the UK, I think it's the #2 selling beer just after Carling Lager. And it does pretty well over in the United States and Canada as well. But here in Australia, it wouldn't even be one of the, it isn't one of the, the top 10 selling beers. In fact, it hasn't even really been all that popular since the late 1970s. Yeah. But actually, funnily enough, my brother-in-law said to me the other day in regard to Foster's, do they still make that? So I think that really does say a lot. Anyhow, yeah, quite ironically, the Foster's Group does, however, make 7 out of the 10 most popular selling beers in Australia. But, yeah, like I said, this ain't one of them. So I'm sure that you find that all find that very fascinating. Anyway, I think it's time that I quit my babbling, and we opened up this bottle of Foster's Lager and made an assessment of it. Alright. So I shall grab the trusty BB Barfly bottle opener and open this bottle of Foster's Lager up. Alright. Okay. So let's give it a pour. Wow, I picked up the coaster there. Alright. Okay. Just pouring it gently into this majestic pub glass. Alright. Okay, so let's make an assessment of the appearance. Well, it's a very clear golden yellow colour. Yeah, very transparent. There's a fair bit of carbonation there too. Just a little over 1 finger of head there. Alright, so onto the aroma. I'm really not picking up much in the way of smell here. Yeah, maybe some grain. That's about it really, and that's quite faint. Anyhow, time for the taste test. Cheers. Well, it does have a nice hot bite, I'll give it that. Yeah, it's a somewhat sweet, malty flavour. Yeah, quite typical of a lager, really. But overall, the taste it's pretty plain. Yeah, I think there's a lot of lagers out there that are better than this. But the taste is it's not offensive in any way. It's just it's just very average. Run of the mill. But no complaints flavour wise. It's like I said, it's there's no real kind of unpleasant flavour there. Alright, but let's go up a bit more of this. Alright, well it's yeah, definitely a good thirst quencher. And yeah, the drinkability, yeah, is obviously quite high. Yeah, but yeah, it almost has a, you know, a very bland, almost neutral flavour to it. Yeah, but like I said, it's not really offensive in any way. Yeah, well, this would be the first time that I've actually had Foster's Lager in about 13 years, actually, and yeah, at least this time around, it's a lot colder and nicely chilled. I think the last time I had it 13 years ago was on a plane, and yeah, well, yeah, it wasn't very well, you know, well refrigerated. Yeah, I have to say. Anyhow, that does bring us to the end of yet another SwillinGrog beer review. But before I go, I do need to give Foster's Lager a rating out of 10. It's probably a little better than I remember it. But like I said, it is, yeah, it's very average, run-of-the-mill stuff. So I would probably be inclined to give it 6 out of 10. Alright, I think that's a fair assessment. Anyhow, yeah, that brings us to the end of yet another SwillinGrog beer review, as I said. So, until next time, fare thee well, all.